Welcome back. Time for business. Mike Epple is joining us once again from his home. 680 News, however, is set up temporarily in his home. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, morning, Mark. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fantastic, thanks. Obviously, it's a big day for those who want in on the wage subsidy program this morning.
This is going to be fascinating. The Canada Emergency Wage Subsidy portal opens today, and the estimate is that 1 million or more Canadian businesses will be applying for some sort of government assistance. When we're talking about, the pandemic shutdown, the talk that, restaurants and any type of business that was immediately closed, deemed non-essential, and that they've seen their revenue drop substantially, then they're going to be able to apply for this government subsidy to basically just keep people on the payroll. And it's going to be interesting. We've seen something like 5 million Canadians already apply for the job benefit or the emergency benefit, the first phase of any subsidy. Now this program to try to alleviate the number of those unemployed. How many companies take advantage of it, how successful it will be. The rollout, it's expected to go through the Canada Revenue Agency, so they've got the staffing and the technical ability to send those checks out as soon as next week. But the longer-term ramifications and how this will be a barometer of how the economy is doing and how widespread the damage to personal finances, it's going to be fascinating to see exactly when all the numbers are tabulated.
Certainly much needed, and a lot of call for this for some time. You've got that end of the spectrum. Then you've got companies who are making trillions of dollars, and they're telling us how they're doing at this point.
Well, yeah, we've got the big three on Wall Street, Amazon, Apple, and Microsoft among just those are just three of the big companies to report quarterly earnings this week. Companies like Boeing and Caterpillar and Starbucks and Facebook. It just runs the gamut. These are the world's biggest companies. Some have actually needed to cut jobs. Others have had deep enough pockets to weather the storm. But it's all going to be about their expectations when they see things turning around. Do they maintain the optimism that certainly the stock market has most recently been keyed on? This morning, I'm looking at the Dow futures up 250 points. And you're going, really? That's remarkable that we've seen this bounce from those lows that were set on March 23rd. Doesn't seem like all that long ago, but yeah, it's been well over 4 weeks now. Does the momentum continue? What's the forecast? What's the best guess from a lot of these corporate heavyweights and world leaders? And we'll also get that combined with some GDP figures, a decision on U.S. interest rates. It's a very busy week, actually, coming up for the financial markets. And the one thing I should mention this morning, Mark, is the fact that the price for oil has crashed again. It is down 16%, and it's as if we're kind of getting used to that scenario, which is in and of itself remarkable. It was a week ago today that oil was trading below $0 a barrel. This morning it's around $14. And everybody's kind of going, yeah, that's sort of the new normal right now for that component.
Yeah, obviously, we don't know where to look in terms of what's going to do well and what isn't going to do well at this point. Tell us more. We've got some news about Airbus this morning.
Yeah, indeed. Airbus, we talk a lot about Boeing and all of its problems because it's a North American-based company. But Airbus out of Europe this morning is saying they're looking at deeper job cuts and needing government assistance for the very survival of the company is what the CEO is talking about here, because their order book has dried up. There are no airlines buying planes right now, and those that are, just trying to keep the lights on are delaying orders. So Airbus is another, one of these companies. It's got 135,000 employees, some of them here in Canada. Remember, they bought the Bombardier C-Series project several years ago now, and has those big operations up in Montreal. So, it's, the ripple effects of this pandemic through the manufacturing space. Certainly some companies have pivoted to other things that are more needed right now, but at the same time, their order books are really drying up.
Thanks for joining us again this morning, Mike. Good to see you.